Hi, everybody. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Welcome. My name is Sharon Rhodes. I think you all probably know that by now. And I want to welcome you to just a short video on that continues our discussion about 21 days of encouragement. We're here to encourage each other and to ensure that we all make the most of these fabulous years of our lives, over 50 and fabulous. So, if you like this group, if there's something in this group that tickles your fancy and you have friends that might like it, please invite them to join us. Friends that are over 50, invite them to join us. We love more. The more, the merrier. So, before we get started, I messed up yesterday twice. Number one, I failed to add day 6 to the unit. And then when somebody asked me where day 6 was, I thought I had mislabeled day 6 as day 7. So I changed day 6 to day 7. So this morning I went in there with a clear mind and figured it out. I have added all the units, all the posts are in the unit called 21 Days of Encouragement, and they're all labeled correctly. So everything is in there. Thank you for your grace. I've kind of been juggling a couple of competing priorities these past few days, and so I'm a little bit helter skelter. So thank you for your grace. Now, today is day 8. I know that. So let's jump in. So many times, I hope you've read the post for today. If not, go back and read it because this video will make more sense to you. So many times, even at our ages, we spend so much time feeling inadequate because we've spent years feeling inadequate, feeling like we're not pretty enough, we're not tall enough, we're not thin enough. We all know what I'm talking about. So, we're not born with these feelings of inadequacy. We learn them mostly during our early childhood. And they're probably still with us today, woven into the very fabric of our being, into every thought that we have, how we receive everything, every incoming message, how we see everything in the world, how we experience everything. Those feelings of inadequacy are there, and they influence us in so many ways. And like I said, those influences happen during our childhood, and they might have fractured our personality or disrupted our ability to reach our highest potential. And so as a result, we spend thousands of dollars and hours on beauty products, for example, only to feel, well, less than beautiful. Because as wonderful as clean, healthy, unadulterated beauty products are, and that's what we need to be using, they only fix what's on the outside. And it's what's on the inside that really matters. Real beauty comes from the inside. It blooms like a rose and transforms into an exquisite energy that just it becomes positively infectious. It radiates sunshine. It shows on our face with no makeup on. It can be both alluring, attracting to others, and it can be life-changing to us and to others. It comes from happy, positive thoughts, and it flourishes when we're happy for ourselves and for others. Its source is love. I happen to believe it's God's love and self love, because God loved us so much first. Why shouldn't we also love ourselves? I believe that's what He wants us to feel, so that we can love ourselves and then in turn love others. When we feel love, we can share love. True beauty is born from a place of self-acceptance, of selflessness and compassion. It appears when we are our authentic self, the real us. And that's pretty darn special because it's the way He created us. So when you So when you doubt the way you look or the way you appear to the world, on those days when you're working so hard to reach an unrealistic standard for yourself of surface beauty, that it does, just understand and remind yourself, we all know this. All that makeup, all that stuff we do to try to make ourselves so beautiful, it's important because it makes us feel good and it does make us more attractive to other people as well as ourselves, but it doesn't fix what's on the inside. Just remember, you are so worthy. You are so special. You are so unique. And accept that bountiful, endless love. Feel it, embrace it, let it bathe your being with light and peace that only comes from that perfect love. Give yourself a big dose of it. Do a good deed for some other person. Step away from the mirror. Know that you're beautiful as you are and do something that makes you happy and boost your confidence. Then do something that makes somebody else happy. Share that love. Feel that love. Embrace that love and share that love. And remember, you are perfect and you are worthy of that love. Remember when I just said that so many of our thoughts and perceptions and reactions to life are affected by things that happened to us as children? Those things changed who we really are deep inside, who we were created to be. They confuse us about who our authentic self truly is. Well, guess what? We have an oil for that. Y'all knew it was coming. So it's called Inner Child, and it does help us reconnect to that little child. You were connected there once. You can reconnect again. Your identity, your authenticity. The fragrance of Inner Child stimulates the brain's seat of emotions and helps us reconnect with our true inner self, our true identity, who we are created to be. Now, let me tell you what's in it because it's pretty special. It's got orange in it, and we know that orange is like liquid sunshine. It clears the mind. It brings about a sense of a deep sense of security. It just makes us feel happy. I can smell the orange. It's coming through clear. It's making my brain smile. It also has tangerine in it. And tangerine, from the chemical perspective, contains esters and aldehydes. You don't need to know this, but that's what helps calm us and ease our anxiety and feelings of being nervous and unsettled, okay? Oh, it's beautiful. It has ylang ylang in it, and we know that that's relaxing and balancing and uplifting. It has Royal Hawaiian sandalwood in it. That's such a precious, precious single oil because it stimulates the pineal and the limbic part of the brain and helps to remove negative programming. It has jasmine in it. Jasmine is a beautiful, beautiful aroma. It's empowering and uplifting, and it helps us feel the beauty that's within us. And Inner Child has lemongrass. Lemongrass purifies the spirit and uplifts our thoughts. It has spruce in it. We know that any of the tree oils, the conifer oils, they have deep roots that go down into the ground that are and the oils themselves are balancing and grounding, make us feel strong and safe. It has bitter orange flower in it, and we know that that's stabilizing and uplifting. It encourages feelings of joy and peace and confidence. So you can diffuse this in a mechanical diffuser. You can put it on a cotton ball, just like I've said every day. That's how we use them. And just put it in your pocket and smell it when you want to. You can use that aromatherapy jewelry like I showed you yesterday. The best the best diffuser you've got are right here, the two hands that God gave you. Create that aroma tent over your nose and mouth and just inhale deeply and enjoy those aromas. You can also apply it topically to your temples, between your, on your forehead, between your eyes. Don't get it in your eyes. You can put it on the edges of your ears. They're reflexology points. On the back of your neck, you could put it on your wrists. You could wear this as perfume It's got a gentle aroma, a soft, sweet aroma. And yes, it would make a very nice perfume. So you can always put it on your feet. You can put any essential oil on your feet. And I say that, and I kind of have to chuckle because when I'm teaching people that are getting started out, it's the furthest thing from your nose in case you decide you don't like an aroma. So there's that. And if an oil has anything like cinnamon bark or oregano that's a little chemically warm, then you don't want to put those on your face. So your feet are pretty tough. So your feet are always a great place to put an essential oil. And don't worry about it because within 20 minutes, those beautiful, beautiful life-giving molecules reach every cell in your body. Okay, there's two things I want to mention to you before I go. I've been meaning to do this each of these this past week, and as soon as I click in video, I think about it. Oh, I forgot to tell them. So, number one, whenever you're using an essential oil topically that has a citrus oil in it, orange, tangerine, lime, bergamot, grapefruit, those types of oils, or blends that contain citrus oils, as this one does, and you're going to be going outside in the sunshine, you want to put them on a place on your body, like under your shirt, where the direct sunlight won't reach it. Because citrus oils, the very shape of the molecules of citrus oils make them photosensitive. So if you put a citrus oil in your skin and then go out in the sunlight, you could very easily get an uneven tan or uneven markings, or even maybe a little bit of sunburn. So you don't need to worry about it. That's why another reason putting them on your feet is always a safe place to go. Just cover it with some clothes. Put it on your back or your shoulders or wherever it's going to be covered with clothes. Okay. The other thing I want to explain to you is all of these oils that we've talked about so far are what we call emotional oils. Now, any essential oil can be an emotional oil, but because of the chemistry of the plants, God's chemistry, and the frequency, the energy that God put in the plants, that when the plants are properly grown and properly distilled and everything is done perfectly right, like this company does, Young Living, that energy, that frequency, that life-giving force comes through in these bottles, okay? And so I want to explain just real quickly and simply how it is that they serve us emotionally. We know, probably without a lot of thought, that certain plants are known to support the immune system because the plants are considered antibacterial because of the chemistry of those plants. Well, other plants, because of their chemistry and their frequency that was put there by the Creator, those plants, those molecules tend to affect our emotions. And let me tell you why. Because we have 5 senses, okay? We have the sense of sight, taste, smell, hearing, and touch. So 4 of those senses go through the frontal cortex of the brain, the front part of the brain, the reasoning part of the brain. So when we touch something, the nervous system immediately sends a signal and we kind of think. Our brain is involved in thinking about sending the message to move your hand away because it's going to hurt. All right, same with taste, same with hearing. Okay, same with sight. The sense of smell is different. It does not go through the frontal cortex of the brain. It bypasses it. It goes straight from the nostrils, the olfactory system, into the center part of the brain, the amygdala part of the brain, the limbic part of the brain. It's all the same thing. And that's known as the seat of emotions. I think the Creator knew that of all the 5 senses He gave us, we needed one that we couldn't think away. We couldn't affect with our thinking. And so it's the sense of smell, because He also knew that the beautiful plants and trees and grasses that He gave us for our own health and well-being would serve us through our olfactory system in ways that we have yet to fully appreciate. And so whenever you smell anything, even if it's not an essential oil, think about it. What happens when you smell baked bread? You get a feeling, okay? What happens if you smell pumpkin pie? Maybe you are immediately transported back to a Thanksgiving dinners that you had at your grandma's house. And it brings back happy memories. Memories that you may not have even realized that you had stored in your cells. Okay? It can also work the same way with memories that are not so happy. Traumatic memories, sad memories, unpleasant things that maybe because we were children and we didn't know how to process, we just sort of stuffed them, stored them, thought we released them, thought we forgave and forgot, but our bodies remember that trauma at the cellular level, and it's stored in that part of the brain. And so when we smell things that relate back to maybe something that happened at the same time, maybe let's say you're somebody you love, you were very close to. My grandmother had flowers in her garden, gardenias. Every time I smell gardenias, I think of my grandmother. Okay? Let's say that at my grandmother's funeral, there were lots and lots of gardenias. And maybe I stored the grief of her passing as a child because I wasn't old enough to know how to handle them. And I stored that grief inside my body. And maybe the smell of gardenias transport me back to that funeral and can help me release that grief when the energy of that grief, those memories of grief, are when I'm ready and want to release that energy, those feelings, that trauma, that grief, that sadness. And so that's how essential oils can serve us so well emotionally. And I just wanted to share that with you all. We can talk about this more if you're more interested. I just don't know how many people in this group are truly interested in learning more about the essential oils. It's my favorite thing, almost second favorite thing to talk about, maybe third favorite thing. But if you want more, just let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to discuss it with you one-on-one, or we'll do a group thing. We could do a webinar. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much. Remember, it's what is inside that matters the most. So get in touch with your inner child. Get back in touch with your authentic self. You had it when you were born. You still have it today. You may just need to get in there and find it. Tomorrow, day 9, because I know what day it is now, we're going to talk about ways to bring more joy into your life. Who doesn't need that? Thank you so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. Make the Saturday as beautiful as you are. See you tomorrow. Bye.